Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. SummerSlam was really exciting. SummerSlam weekend is now over after Monday Night Raw in Brooklyn. But I thought that they ran a really great weekend. I think that SummerSlam sits right up there with WrestleMania. I've been lucky enough to go to like 7 WrestleManias, I believe. I think I've been to at least 6 SummerSlams. It's awesome to go on those wrestling trips. And the people out there in New York, New Jersey, the people that traveled in for him, they got one hell of a weekend with Brock Lesnar returning. Since Brock coming back, just like every major wrestling angle or major wrestling story that is out there, I've heard a lot of podcasts. I've read a lot of wrestling news. I've watched a lot of wrestling YWC videos trying to get insight on what people think about Brock Lesnar coming back to WWE. And somehow, in the tea leaves, I guess you can say, out there, I have seen an overwhelming rumor that Brock Lesnar came back to WWE to sign a 1-year deal where he would be able to have his retirement match in Minnesota when Minneapolis hosts SummerSlam next summer. Now, I haven't seen this backed up by a credible source like the Wrestling Observer or anything like that. Now, I'm not a wrestling insider. I don't have any wrestling friends. I don't really know any wrestlers that are out there. I don't know. I just basically a guy who kind of like sorts through the news that is available to me and try to like sort through to see what I think is true and what's false. And I'm wrong, and I'm wrong a lot, but at least I'm out there. I'm taking my shot. But the one thing that I'm leaning on is I haven't heard a credible source really say that Brock signed a 1-year deal in order for him to come back to WWE. I know that on the post-show, what we would normally call a press conference, which I guess was just a wrap-up show, they told the story about Triple H and Nick Khan calling Brock Lesnar and saying that it's time for him to come home. I believe that's the story that Michael Cole told. Triple H told the story that, he was just kind of on a list and John Cena's getting to call his shots about who he gets to wrestle here and there. Now, I'm a collector of WWE trading cards. A lot of people are out there. In the last year, the last 2 years, it has skyrocketed, the hobby. How most people thought wrestling cards were just kind of like, not trash, but there was very few people who thought wrestling cards were real collectibles. And I mean, like WWE just announced the Topps Chrome Cactus Jack set. Those that came out, I believe they were $300 to $400 a box retail when they first rolled out. And if you got a box, you got one. But if you're looking for one, you're more than likely probably going to be paying around $600. And we're only 2 days after the pre-sale. I mean, these things are huge, big money. I think the WWE, when he went to what was formerly Access, now WWE World, the Topps booth, they were hooking people. Every pack had a numbered card in there, the last card in the pack. If you didn't know that and you just got tricked and thought you got lucky, they're working you. And they got you hook, line, and sinker because now you're probably buying these cards, left and right because people are paying huge, big money for them. But the one thing I noticed and how this ties into Brock Lesnar is WWE has a subset that they make cards for called Topps Now. These Topps Now cards are only produced for whoever wants to buy them. And for somebody who's not really in the know, not really into the hobby, these are the biggest lottery tickets there are in the world. If it is just a normal card, there's not going to really be any variations, such as like trying for an autograph, trying for some sort of a piece of the mat or something like that to make the card any better. The card retails, I believe, at $8.99 a piece. If there is any chase of an autograph, and I mean like the numbered odds on getting these autographs are told to you, there's only 16 autograph cards. No matter how many people buy, it only makes your odds go down. But they released, cards, regular cards for I believe Stephanie Vaquer got one. Jey Uso and Roman Reigns got a combo card. And then the 3 chase cards are Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Jelly Roll. There is no Brock Lesnar return card, which makes me think that Brock didn't sign the typical WWE contract where he's coming in and he's going to have a licensing deal where he's going to be in the video game, he's going to be on the trading cards, he's going to be selling T-shirts and this, that, and the other, Funko Pops, whatever you're looking for. Now WWE has released 3 T-shirts for them out there, but a lot like how Logan Paul is not in normal top sets. Logan Paul has only had 2 Topps cards, both of them featured on Topps Now, that you had to buy separately. He had a separate deal made for those. Brock Lesnar not being featured on the SummerSlam returns card makes me think that he is not on a normal deal. And I really think that Brock more than likely only signed to come back to WWE for this match against John Cena. 1 match in, 1 match out. A lot like Goldberg or a returning legend. Brock Lesnar, I think, is somebody that WWE knows is going to kind of be a lifer and is going to stay in the TKO WWE family. He's not looking to sign a deal where he's going to go to AEW. So to me, I think all these 1-year deals for Brock Lesnar, I think this is just not right. And I've been wrong. I don't have anything to go off other than them not making a card. For Brock Lesnar return to WWE and them not make a Topps Now card for it, makes me think that there's something fishy in the water out there. And more than likely, he's only coming in to have this 1 match against John Cena. And then it's back to Canada, living out the retirement tour. Probably see him again someday, but just not the next day.